So Stanford research psychologist Anna Lemke has done lots of great study. I'm going to try to boil this down and put it in simple layman's term this morning. So she's done a lot of interesting studies on our brain's connection between pleasure and pain. So pleasure can be defined quite simply as our appetite for comfortable and satisfying feelings. Pain can be simply defined as the physical or mental suffering or discomfort due to illness or strain. And what I'm suggesting is, like no other generation prior to us, 100 years ago, 150 years ago, we don't have to put up with some of the pain. We can introduce pleasure into our lives because we can binge. We can binge on TikTok, as I mentioned. We can binge on Netflix. We can binge on vaping. We can binge on alcohol. We can binge on porn. So if you've got a device in your hand, and you do, you can binge on anything. It's helpful to know that our brains have an internal seesaw. In other words, when too much pain is introduced into your life, your brain automatically knows to send happy chemicals into your system. You've heard of these: dopamine, endorphins, oxytocin, okay? Those are happy chemicals that make you feel a bit better when you're in pain. But vice versa is true too. There's a chemical acronym called GABA that's introduced when there's too much pleasure at once or for long periods of time.